Get ready because Fortnite is making a massive comeback worldwide. Jordan Ashley breaks down how everyone can now unlock the coveted Fortnite Yeddy skin as the game returns to most devices. We're diving deep into the exact steps you need to take to get this exclusive outfit, including special workarounds for players in Australia. This is huge news for mobile gamers everywhere. Next up, working at the Axe V-Bucks purchases and what remains blocked in major markets like Australia. And finally, get ready for the ultimate Star Wars experience. SFF Gazette.com shows you how you can jump into the Mandalorian and Grogu Watch Party Island right now to watch the first 10 minutes of the new film before its release. Join the action as a deputy marshal and explore Nevarro with IG-11 and Grogu. Don't miss this epic collaboration, and subscribe now for all the latest gaming updates. Fortnite is making a significant comeback on mobile, with Epic announcing that the iPhone version of the game is now available worldwide. This expansion makes the game more accessible across more platforms, and with this return, players can now unlock the Fortnite Yeddy skin. The availability of this skin is tied to a promotion held earlier in the year for the game's expansion into new regions. While the game is not yet on the main App Store, users will need to follow specific download procedures to access it. Once installed, the Yeddy skin can be unlocked in-game. The Yeddy skin was part of a free skin promotion for Fortnite Mobile, often coinciding with new game modes or platform expansions. Unlocking the skin is not achieved simply by launching the game. It requires in-game progression. Players can unlock the outfit by leveling up through gameplay in Battle Royale mode or using Fortnite XP maps, which provide quick level-ups. This skin is accessible to new mobile players, and existing players on Android may already possess it, eliminating the need for iOS-specific methods. With the global return, the process for iOS users is simplified, making it easier to unlock the skin. However, a workaround is necessary for a smaller segment of users. Specifically, players in Australia face limitations due to ongoing legal decisions regarding the app's availability. For Australian players seeking the skin, alternatives include utilizing the same Android unlocking method if available, or employing a virtual private network, VPN, to change their apparent location for the iOS App Store region. This VPN method requires changing the App Store region settings on the iOS device and can be cumbersome. Fortnite players have a limited window to earn a free cosmetic item for the returning Mandalorian character, the Pen and Ink outfit. Epic Games is offering a chance for players to acquire this comic book-styled variant of the classic Mando look as part of the ongoing Star Wars collaboration in Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2. The opportunity is centered around the Mandalorian Cup, a limited-time competitive tournament scheduled for May 2021-2026. The free route is entirely dependent on competitive performance within this event, which is offered in duos format across both Battle Royale and Zero build playlists, with a separate mobile variant. To secure the full cosmetic bundle, players must place within the top cutoff for their specific region in the main event brackets. Additional cosmetics are unlocked by reaching specific point thresholds, including the menacing Mando spray at 8 points and the This Is the Way emoticon at 40 points. Placement cutoffs vary by region, with EU players having the most available spots, while Oceania, Asia, and the Middle East face tighter pools. Mobile players face a more challenging placement bar compared to the main event. Following the tournament, the Mandalorian Pen and Ink skin, bundled with 5 other cosmetics for top-placing competitors, will be available in the Fortnite item shop on May 21, 2026, at 8 p.m. ET. The individual skin is expected to cost approximately 1,500 V-Bucks. Players who miss the top cutoff can still earn rewards through the cup, such as the menacing Mando spray, providing a chance to gauge the value of purchasing the bundle later. Additionally, players can earn free cosmetics through ongoing events like the Fortnite Star Wars Unleash the Force quests, and by completing challenges in Fortnite Save the World to earn XP. Fortnite has officially returned to the App Store worldwide, making it available again on iPhone and iPad across the globe for the first time since August 2020. This availability follows a nearly 6-year absence, which began when Apple suspended the game due to disputes over payment rules. Epic Games successfully pushed the title live on the App Store globally on May 19, 2026. The game's return was not achieved through a settlement, but through a series of U.S. court rulings. In May 2025, federal judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers effectively compelled Apple to approve Fortnite's reinstatement in the U.S. App Store, issuing a threat to require an Apple executive to appear in court if compliance was not met, which Apple subsequently honored. Furthermore, in late April 2026, the Ninth Circuit reversed a stay that had previously limited the scope of the initial ruling, paving the way for a global rollout. Epic Games is strategically leveraging the situation, citing Apple's acknowledgement in filings before the U.S. Supreme Court that global regulators are closely monitoring the case. Epic is arguing that once Apple is forced to disclose its actual costs under court-ordered transparency rules, governments worldwide will find it difficult to justify the existing commission structure. Epic stated, "We're bringing Fortnite back to the App Store now because we're confident that once Apple is compelled to reveal its true costs, governments around the world simply won't allow these hidden fees to continue." Users can now download and play Fortnite directly from the App Store on iPhones from the iPhone 11 onward, and iPads from the 10.5-inch iPad Pro. Both Battle Royale and Zero build modes are accessible, and players can purchase V-Bucks, the in-game currency, without the standard 30% commission markup imposed by Apple's payment system. However, Australia remains an exception. The game is still blocked on the App Store in this major market. An Australian court ruled in August 2025 that Apple's developer terms were unlawful, but Apple has refused to amend these conditions without a separate enforcement order. Epic is maintaining its position, refusing to release the game in Australia until Apple modifies its payment terms or a court mandates a change. This legal battle remains unresolved, but for the vast majority of users, the practical outcome is that Fortnite is back on their devices. Fortnite has dramatically expanded its Star Wars collaboration with the launch of a new game mode allowing players to experience the Mandalorian and Grogu before its theatrical release. The Mandalorian and Grogu Watch Party Island went live on Tuesday, offering players a 10-minute sneak peek of the upcoming film, which is set to hit theaters on May 22. The new mode immerses players in the role of a deputy marshal exploring the planet Navarro as it faces an invasion by Imperial troops. Up to 12, players can team up to defend the city by completing quests, battling alongside characters like the bounty hunter droid IG-11 and interacting with Grogu. Beyond the preview, the island features interactive activities and missions. Additionally, director Jon Favreau is scheduled to appear on the island's amphitheater on May 26 for a fan Q&A session. In comments regarding the development, Jon Favreau explained that the creation of the map focused heavily on detail, including materials, lighting, and sound, to recreate the authentic tone and texture of the film's world. James Waugh of Lucasfilm emphasized that bringing the Star Wars spirit into Fortnite encourages fans to explore creativity and build shared experiences. Matthew Horsman of Beyond Creative noted that the collaboration goes beyond a typical partnership, aiming to make Nevarro a place players can actively explore and share. This edition is part of a growing series of Star Wars-inspired islands in Fortnite, which already feature modes like Galactic Siege and Escape Vader. The film itself, which marks the first Star Wars movie in theaters since 2019, currently holds an underwhelming 60% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.